Bapak Prabowo, now you give me a hard job to do because we are allotted not half an hour, so I have to fill in. Thank you for, I think, a very short but deep speech on the future of Indonesia's foreign policy under a Prabowo administration. If I may, before we open the Q&A, I'm going to use my power. Probably this is my only time to have power over you, Pak. A question related to what you've been said. Being a non-aligned country, somehow we do need a clear policy towards big powers. What would be your initial thought on Indonesia's China policy or Indonesia's US policy, if I may request your insight on this?
Well, as I explained, we respect the United States. Let us be very clear, the United States has helped Indonesia in the critical moments of Indonesian history. This we must acknowledge. In our war of independence, the United States basically sided with Indonesia. That is a part of history. The United States put strong pressure on the Dutch to negotiate and to hand over sovereignty. That is part of history. So no doubt about it that we cannot forget this debt of honor to the United States of America. In critical time, they sided with us. Also, I would like to say, Australia sided with us in our war of independence. This is a fact of history. In fact, when there was a United Nations mediation effort, and there was a committee of good officers, if I'm not mistaken, that was the committee of good officers. The Netherlands chose Belgium, right? That's a no-brainer, right? But Indonesia chose Australia, and the United States was chosen by the United Nations. That shows the depth of our relationship. And we don't forget our friends in difficult times. However, we also recognize China's importance in Southeast Asia and also for Indonesia now. As I said, China is a great civilization. It has contributed a lot, and now it is very, 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 very active and contributing a lot to our economy. Russia, we also cannot forget. Russia helped Indonesia also in difficult times. Yes, at that time it was called the Soviet Union, but if you see Jakarta now, if you see our capital city, many of the great public works built by, at that time, Soviet Union, by Russian and by, let us say, Eastern Bloc countries. So this is, if you ask me, we have to give due respect to these great powers. Yeah. We also have to respect and have the best of relations with India, with the Islamic countries, of course. We are majority Muslim, with Japan. So basically, Indonesia's, my philosophy is 1,000 friends too few, one enemy too many. This is easier said than done. It is easy to say, but it's not easy to carry out. But this is, I'm convinced, even now, this is my philosophy in my domestic politics, as you may have observed, right? I'm friends with everybody. Even if they don't want to be friends with me, I still want to be friends with them, right? Huh? I learned this the hard way, through a long process. When you are young, sometimes you are a bit, you are a bit unwise. As time goes on, so I'm convinced this is, and actually, I regret that I learned this teaching a bit late in my life. Had I learned it maybe in my 30s and 40s, maybe, I don't know, my biography would be a bit different. Yeah. But it's okay. Yeah, better late than never. So, Pa Phillips, that is my philosophy, right? I mean, I'm sorry if somebody wants to get us here and get us there. I said, no, we are friends with all. And maybe as friends, to many sides, we can be of assistance. We can be some sort of bridge. We can be some sort of, when we needed them, they helped us. Maybe now we should give a payback. We should help those who once helped us. So I think that is my position regarding relations with the great powers.
Thank you, Pak Prabowo.
Jelajahi cara baru mendapatkan informasi. Download Metro TV Extend sekarang.